Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Thursday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather, folks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's going to be a hot one today. You can expect those triple digits this afternoon. We've got a beautiful sunrise starting to happen on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam. But first, I want to start off by saying a happy Juneteenth to everybody out there on the Western Slope. Like we mentioned, going to be an incredibly hot one here today, but it's kind of what we expected because summer starts tomorrow officially. What an exciting time it's going to be. Right now, you're waking up to 66 degrees in Grand Junction. Montrose seeing 59 degrees, Delta in those mid-50s, and then Paonia and Nucla 10 degrees warmer than that in the mid-60s. Glade Park seeing some lovely mild temperatures, very similar to Moab at this point in time of the morning. Now, of course, things are going to start to warm up pretty significantly here over the course of the day, where those morning hours could be hanging out in the mid-60s, and then by the time we're heading into 11 a.m., we have surpassed 90 degrees, and then like we mentioned, folks, 100 degrees. You can expect that anywhere from 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon today. A very early start to some very hot temperatures. We've also got hazy conditions expected for those early afternoon hours here, so just incredibly hot, and be fire weather aware because we've got some hot temps on the way. For that dog walking forecast, we got Emma hanging out with us here all week long, and folks, it's going to be really, really hot this afternoon. I just wouldn't recommend maybe taking your dog out if you can, because these morning hours going to be lovely. 66 degrees, what's not to love about that? But then you get into even before noon today, you got clear skies, a little bit of extra wind speeds, but 92 degrees expected, and then it only gets worse from there, folks. Along with those hazy conditions, this may be the time to stay indoors and just hang out in front of the air conditioner. For that pollen outlook, trees and mold in that low category, with grasses in that moderate section here. We've got some wind speeds starting to pick up today, though, so a lot of that's going to start getting kicked around for the rest of the week. So you could maybe be feeling it a little bit more than usual for this week here. For that heat potential, though, you can see the Front Range expected to maybe seeing some record-breaking temperatures, especially in the northeast corner of Colorado. Grand Junction and the Western Slope as a whole going to be feeling a lot of that heat, though, as it pushes in from the desert southwest. But we're not really expected to have any relief in sight, despite the fact that we've got this downward trend. Now, we've got average temperatures expected for Sunday, but it's still roughly 90 degrees here, and then things kind of start to raise back up. You can see tomorrow we're expected to dip back down below the triple digits. We've got a red flag warning in effect from noon today until this evening. So the Western Slope really starting to see that fire weather warning start to balloon out. The fire weather warning itself is in effect until Saturday, where it will then be a fire weather watch. That's just how hot everything is in Colorado right now, that we can project that far out when it comes to this fire weather. Things, of course, with that being incredibly dry across the Western Slope, where Grand Junction, Montrose, and most of our forecasting area seeing extreme conditions for that drought. As we look ahead, though, at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, seeing triple digits today, Western Slope 102 projected at the peak of the day, and then things getting pretty close to that tomorrow as well for the first day of summer. Montrose slightly cooler with the same idea, seeing mid-90s today, decreasing up until Sunday. Things are definitely shaping up to be a hot rest of the week.